Seated in this auditorium are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. On the platform are the college faculty and staff who have motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. Before us are the candidates for graduation who have become good friends, mentors, and colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. That celebration now begins. Presiding over the summer commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore. Dr. Gilmore.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you. That's a little better. I want to welcome you to this summer 2019 commencement for the graduates at the Pennsylvania College of Technology. We are awarding degrees and certificates today to 275 students who, in their brief time with us, have touched the lives of the people on this stage, their faculty, their staff, and their colleagues across campus. To the graduates, I say, the Penn College community joins you and your families and friends in honoring your achievements and recognizing what they signal for your prospects as tomorrow makers in the workforce and in society. Your Penn College degrees provide a passport to rewarding careers. The particulars of that path are now primarily up to you. A bit more about those achievements. I direct everyone's attention to the cords, the stoles, the sashes, the patches, adorning the robes of those who graduate today. They are associated with institutional recognition, and those will be recognized throughout the ceremony. But here are some that I'd like to mention to you. If you see patches, they will be sewn on the right sleeve or the right chest of the gown, and the recognitions include the following. International, students who participated in our study abroad experience or hailing from another nation. The B Scholars, students who participated in the National Science Foundation STEM Build Environment Scholars Grant Program. Cords and stoles for honor societies in recognition of the following. Delta Mu Delta, International Honor Society in Business. The cords and the stoles for those students are purple and gold. Sigma Lambda Chi, International Construction Honor Society. The cords are yellow and green, or their stoles are silver. The Sigma Theta Tau, International Honor Society of Nursing, will wear purple cords. The Chi Alpha Sigma, National College Athlete Honor Society, will wear black and gold cords. Resident assistants will wear a Penn College medallion with blue and gray ribbons. Student athletes will wear silver sashes with a wildcat on one side and student athlete on the other. The Sigma Pi social fraternity will wear purple stoles with Sigma Pi on one side and the graduating year on the other. And the Phi Mu Delta social fraternity orange stoles with Phi Mu Delta on one side and the graduating year on the other. The Omega Delta Sigma National Veterans Fraternity. Those students will wear blue stoles with Omega Delta Sigma on the side and the graduating year on the other. And PC Alliance members of the LGBTQIA community will wear rainbow stoles and tassels. These are important recognitions for students and their contributions that they have made to campus. Later on in our remarks, you'll hear about the recognition for academic achievement, which is also recognized during our ceremony. Commencement is a significant rite of passage. We encourage you to feel free to commemorate this ceremony with photos and videos if you choose. Now, this is normally when a gathering like this, someone would say, please put away your phones and keep them quiet. This is the Pennsylvania College of Technology, and we do things a little bit differently. Please keep your phones quiet, but take them out. We would like you to commemorate today using hashtag PCTGrad, and I am going to be the first one to take a picture. Enjoy your celebration and congratulations on your achievements.
Thank you, Dr. Gilmore. I would now like to introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Strickland.
President Gilmore, Senator Yaw, Provost Reed, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the August 2019 graduating class. It is my great pleasure this morning to introduce your student commencement speaker. Dylan Otis is hard to miss in class, around campus, or on the wrestling mat. But what many people who have seen Dylan don't know is the solemn, steady leadership and guidance he provides to his peers, his classmates, and his teammates. Before even coming to Penn College, Dylan was an impressive young man. Volunteer firefighter, four-year member of the National Honor Society, captain of his high school wrestling, football, and baseball teams. So when he stepped onto our campus, there were high hopes. And boy, did he deliver. Outside the classroom, Dylan anchored the Wildcat wrestling team. The captain, he was a two-time NCAA Division III Academic All-American and was selected as the Penn College Male Athlete of the Year. His coach will tell you that Dylan is the main reason our program has grown from an upstart to a regional force. Inside the classroom, he excelled, earning Dean's List accolades in each semester. In May, Dylan received a Penn College Award for outstanding leadership on campus, and this morning he received the President's Award for leadership and service. Today he graduates with a dual Associate of Applied Science in Heavy Construction Equipment, operator emphasis, and technician emphasis with a focus in Caterpillar machines. Please join me in welcoming your student commencement speaker, Dylan Gary Otis.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming and supporting our graduating class. I'd first like to thank all the faculty and staff, coaches, and of course, Penn College proud families here today to support us with our next big stepping stone. I'd personally like to thank my wrestling coaches, especially Coach Jamie Miller, because if not for him talking me into it, I wouldn't be up here on the stage speaking to you today. A huge thanks to my family and friends, because without them, where would I be? Where would any of us be? Because of your support and drive, we will all be walking across this stage today. It has been quite a journey. For some, this was the right place right out of high school. For some, like myself, this was our third school we transferred to and tried. We found our niche and where we belonged. We all had our ups and downs, with hopefully more ups than downs. Whether it was a relationship, or sports, grades, or just being homesick. How did we get through it all? We were on our own. Penn College got us through it. The people we have come to know and lean on, whether teachers, roommates, coaches, etc., them, you guys, Wildcats, they got us through it all. And that's what's made this journey so great. The people we have met and become almost dependent on at times, the classmates sitting next to you, they will be the ones you remember and stay in touch with for years to come. Penn College has been our homes for the last 2, 3, or even 4 years. It is crazy to think how fast that time has flown by. Classmates live every day to its fullest. Time stops for no one and never returns. So take advantage of every minute and make it the greatest you can. I remember at my high school graduation, someone said, we were big fish leaving a little pond and going to become small fish in a big pond. Guess what? That's happening again. But embrace it. The changes, the adventures, our personal journeys. Live your dreams. Whether you have a full-time job already or are still on the hunt, Never be afraid to fail and learn from it. Don't take for granted that advice that old timer gives you while on the job, or the night your friends or coworkers want to go out and grab a bite, or the time you see your family on the holidays, because you never know what tomorrow can bring. Class of 2019, we have made it. This accomplishment is phenomenal. All the hours, time, money we have put into this is about to pay off. Just think about all those nights you didn't want to write that paper, study, or that day you didn't even want to go to class. Now you have earned that piece of paper that everyone talks about, but that piece of paper isn't what's going to propel you. It's the knowledge you have gained. And if you apply that all after today, it's about to lead you that much further ahead in your life. As long as you keep your nose to the grindstone and never stop until your goals have been achieved, you'll do all right. When you reach them, set new, higher ones that can take you on another great adventure in this life. Lastly, I must share a quote that my dad told me one day after a youth wrestling tournament when I was just a little fella starting my career. Yes, I was a little fella. I have lived my life by it ever since. The quote is, "Respect all, fear none." He told me you have to respect every opponent you have out there because they're putting in the work too and want to win just as bad. But you cannot fear any of them in order to perform at your best and come out on top every single match. I've used this saying throughout my entire life. Respect everyone and everything in this world, classmates, but fear nothing because it is your life, your dream, so go make it happen. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2019.
The Mentorship Award is given in recognition of a business, an alumnus, or an alumna who makes a significant ongoing contribution to the education or development of our students by providing mentoring opportunities through internships, co-op placements, hiring graduates, and professional input. Today, we are very pleased to honor Andrea Reed, a registered nurse and board-certified nurse executive, who is a 2007 graduate of Penn College's nursing program. Andrea currently serves as Director of Nursing, Patient Safety, Privacy, and Compliance Officer for UPMC Susquehanna in Muncie. She has been employed in a variety of nursing and leadership roles by UPMC Susquehanna, formerly Susquehanna Health, since 2003. Prior to that, she was employed by the Williamsport Regional Medical Center, and in addition to the associate degree in nursing she received from Penn College, Andrea went on to earn a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from the University of Phoenix and a Master of Nursing degree with focus in leadership and healthcare administration from Grand Canyon University. In her time spent with us, Andrea says, and I quote, "The classroom and clinical instructors did more than prepare and educate me. They inspired and motivated me. They made me think outside the box. They helping mold me into the nurse that I am today." In her work with UPMC Susquehanna at Muncie, Andrea is helping motivate and inspire a new generation of nursing students. Having served on the Penn College Nursing Advisory Committee since 2015, Andrea has received a number of accolades in her career as nurse and nurse executive, including the ACE, Above Clinical Excellence Awards for her various roles at UPMC, as well as a Servant Leader Award. Her professional affiliations include the Pennsylvania Organization of Nurse Leaders and the American Nurses Association. Andrea is a prime example of Penn College helping to produce tomorrow makers who perform vital roles as highly skilled professionals in high-demand career fields. Please join me in welcoming Andrea Reed, the 2019 recipient of the Penn College Mentorship Award.
Thank you so much. I am so honored to be receiving this award for mentorship. When I was notified, I reflected on my experiences in this capacity. Then I looked up the definition, and this is what I found. A mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor, someone who has a willingness to share skills, knowledge, and expertise. Throughout nursing school at Penn College, I witnessed many of these behaviors demonstrated by my instructors. My hope for you all is that you are blessed with a great mentor as you enter the workforce, and that someday, if given the opportunity to fulfill this role, you will embrace it. So, congratulations and good luck in your new endeavors. Thank you.
Throughout the proud history of the Pennsylvania College of Technology and its predecessors' institutions, teaching has always been at the heart of our mission. Faculty who excel at the profession provide the foundation for our standing as a national leader in applied technology education. For their integral role in our success, full-time faculty are honored at each May during our commencement ceremonies. Today, we offer a delayed recognition for a faculty member who could not be with us in May. Since 1982, 110 Distinguished Teaching Awards have been bestowed, 33 Master Teachers, and 77 Excellence in Teaching Awards. It's my pleasure to award another Excellence in Teaching honor to one of our deserving faculty. And while it doesn't always proceed as planned, I'm going to try to keep this as a secret as long as possible. Before I provide enough clues to eliminate all the suspense, allow me to share some edited nominating comments to describe our honoree. Is extremely knowledgeable in the field. Classes are non-traditional, utilizing the latest research and integrating team and partner work to relate text to real-world events. Has a good rapport with students, is extremely friendly and yet professional, is great at answering questions and guiding us in the right direction, is an engaged faculty member who is passionate about work with students. Our honoree has been employed at Penn College since 2010 and has been a full-time faculty member since 2012. Previously, our awardee worked in the medical, surgical nursing, long-term care license and certification, and public health and nursing cardiovascular health. Our honoree holds a Master's of Business Administration from Bloomsburg University, a Master of Science in Nursing Education from Mansfield University, and a Bachelor of Science degree from Bloomsburg University. Please join me in acknowledging Terry Stone, Assistant Professor of Nursing in the School of Nursing and Health Sciences, as she is presented with the 2019 Excellence in Teaching Award.
My gosh, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm kind of nervous. I wasn't expecting anything. So honestly, for the first time, I don't think I know what to say. And I just want to thank my colleagues in Penn College and all the students that I've had over the years for an amazing experience. This has been a wonderful path. I never thought I'd land in education, but it's been a very rewarding experience, and I just want to say thank you. I'm honored.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I would like to call upon Senator Jean Yaw, Chair of the Board of Directors, to authorize the conferring of the degrees at this ceremony. Thank you,
This is a very special occasion for all of you. The degrees being awarded have come from hard work, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend to all of the graduates our congratulations and best wishes. And to all of the supporting family members, the faculty and friends, I extend our thanks for your support. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gilmore, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you, on behalf of the Board, to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate school dean.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise?
You have a black robe on. It's okay, we have to help every year.
Happens every time. Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degrees that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the staff. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for the associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of faculty, I am pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degrees and certificates that you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. And now I would ask the baccalaureate graduates to rise also. Yep, again, black robes. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, you entered this theater just a few minutes ago as candidates for the certificates and degrees that you were awarded. It has been my honor to confer those degrees upon you. And as a symbol of your entry into the world of educated women and men, I ask that you turn your graduation tassel as I turn the tassel of your class representative. This will symbolize to the world that you are in fact now graduates of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated, all of you. As individuals and institutions, we all pass through clear stages of development, points in time where we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords that they wear during this ceremony, white for honors, gold, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors, will recognize our students. The blue cords will signify academic achievement for our certificate students. In addition, we are proud to recognize graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa. Their gold stoles and gold tassels will identify them for you. We also proudly recognize the graduates of the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and white stoles will identify those students. We would now like to recognize our veterans. Would the veterans in the room, in the class, please stand. If you remain standing, I'd like to tell you a little bit about our veterans. As they cross the stage today, they will be recognized with red, white, and blue cords. Penn College currently has nearly 400 veterans on campus, and I'd like to tell you a bit about them. 1 has a Bronze Star, 21 have Iraq campaign medals, and 20 have Afghanistan campaign medals. We are very proud of our veteran students. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. Carolyn Strickland, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Associate Provost, and the respective school representatives will present the candidates. We know that you'd like to perhaps capture, again, a photograph or a video. We simply ask that you keep the area in front of the official photographers open, and then we will continue with our ceremony. Thank you very much.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Business and Hospitality.
Chelsea L. Gray. Haley Ann Beck. Raymond Loveland. Jacqueline Marie Westervelt.
President Gilmore, I present the graduate from the School of Construction and Design Technologies.
Saeed Aziri.
Dr. Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Industrial, Computing, and Engineering Technologies.
Andrew J. Ostrowski. Jonathan Monroe Hoover. Nicholas R. Anderson. Mitchell S. North.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Stephanie Grace McNally. Courtney Marie Bream. Autumn Lee Mudrak.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of nursing from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Dusty Berninger. Karina H. Notho. Janine R. Shetty. Corinne Marie Williams. Jody Danielle Bainey. Rebecca Jane Lease. Bethany Dawn Shantz. Jessica Bridget Ann Webster. Emily Geraldino Argudo. Benjamin Yegorovich Babakov. Brooke Elaine Bainey. Taylor Lynn Bartholomew. Peyton Riley Budman. Haley R. Breach. April Lynn Brown. Erin Denise Cochran. Giselle Estrado Gallegos. Danielle Marie Fink. Karina Marie Finland. Emma Elizabeth Finley. Denise Nicole Fortin. Jasmine Marie Foster. Gabriella Frunza. Krista L. Gombert. Danielle Marie Heasley. Cara Nicole Headings. Christy L. Hill. Patrick Edward Lazar. Jacqueline M. Leeper. Kayleen N. Long. Cynthia M. Ludwig. Brittany A. McLaughlin. Caitlin N. Neese. Aiden E. O'Brien. Olivia C. Patterson. Matthew William Post. Aubrey A. Schaefer. Kayla Joy Shea. Courtney B. Shermer. Deborah K. Staley. Samantha R. Taylor. Mary L. Wagner. Nicole Sue Walleyes. Elizabeth Ann Ward. Tasia Ann Workmeister. Brendan Joseph Zerby.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Occupational Therapy Assistant from the School of Nursing Health Sciences.
Jessica Mary Kolna. Taylor Ann Connor. Alexis Marie Conti. Madison Hope Davey. Madeline Q. Engel. Tori N. Glisson. Devin Marie Heimbach. Deanna J. Johnson. Cheyenne Marie Jones. Amy Nicole Longacre. Alexandra Page Markle. Andrea E. Miller. Is that all you want me to say? Anikia Miller. Say it again. Erin Renee Nedjevetsky. Alicia Ann Rhodes. Shell. Kristen Nicole Shell. Kylie E. Schreiner. Elissa Marie Stein. Michaela Rose Weber. Michaela R. Wetzel. Kristen Zambiazzi.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Physician Assistant from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Michael Adera. Luann Ann Tisdale. Bailey Tate Bachman. Elizabeth Ann Bells. Hannah Marie Frantz. Dylan C. Griffin. Wayne R. Jacobs. Michelle Dawn Kachik. Matthew T. Clock. How do you say it? Kubalak. Valerie Lynn Kubalak. Caitlin M. McCarthy.
Katanga Mwanza.
Katanga Mwanza?
Yep.
Katanga Mwanza. Brittany Ann Parati. Ryman. Tyler Edmund Ryman. Salazar. Ellis A. Salas Alvarez. Ruchi Shah. Erica Noel Sherlinsky. Megan Elizabeth Snavely. Sarah Danielle Spatzer. Chloe Suzanne Strader. Kelly Elizabeth Tanny.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the Emergency Medical Services and Paramedic Technician programs from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Mark Allen Blanchard II. Say it. Hassan A. Bujabara. Courtney Lee Breon. Benjamin C. Burkett. Yeah. Sarah Elizabeth Caswell. Preston A. Emmert. Lauren J. Hauk. Alyssa M. Ogden. Grace R. Rote. Devin Elena Smith. Kayla M. Vincent. Rufus J. Peachy Jr. Andy Rabe. Elizabeth A. Stigerwalt.
Dr. Gilmore, I present the graduates of Physical Therapist Assistant from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Aaron N. Carney. Lacey Clark. Bradley S. Crum. Megan Elizabeth Fox. Michelle A. Gavitt. Jamie Ann Hampshire. Martha Jean Hodge. Hunsberger? Yeah. Morgan Page Hunsberger. Kaiser? Harold Benjamin Kaiser. Olivia Grace Paul Hamus. Rumble? Yep. Laura M. Rumble. Schwartz? Yep. Courtney H. Schwartz. Bracken Thomas Scott. Emily M. Sherman. Tiffany Louise Wan.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of radiography from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Joanne Mary Bastian. Chloe Aarons Beerley. Megan Lynn Byers. Emily M. Carmer. Taylor Marie Clark. Alyssa Marie Clark. Morgan Ariel. Yep. Morgan Ariel Coburn. Karina Lynn Cooper. Caitlin Ashley Dauberman. Tyler James Hepler. Mary L. Hetzel. Autumn Elizabeth Hoover. Taylor A. Crow. Jessica Marie Malfair. Sade Elizabeth Miller. Adrian Ann Nicholas. Pepperday? Yep. Bethany Sue Pepperday. Scarborough. Taryn S. Scarborough. Andrew L. Taylor. Jaden Elizabeth Temple.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of the Surgical Technology from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Erica Renee Cowan. Courtney J. Heim.
Geist Kearns.
Zachary Geist Kearns. Landfair? Yes. Thank you. Kalisha Michelle Landfair. Hi. Sapphire Tatiana Nesbeth. Danette Rose Resiniti. Kalia M. Riddick. Daisy Mae Walker.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of the Sciences, Humanities, and Visual Communications.
Leah Michelle Ward. Rachel Ann Ironman. Rachel Anna Ironman. Brooke A. Rocky. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
That's upside down.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cody Ray Harriman.
Sarah F. Fox.
Sarah F. Fox.
Furbacher.
Luke A. Furbacher. All right. That's all you want?
President Gilmore, I present the graduates from the School of Transportation and Natural Resources Technologies.
Carlos Cadenas. Richard S. Lucas III. Gonzalez. Eric Andrew Gonzalez. Zachary William Ekman. Joshua Tyler Felbinger. Hancock? Yep. Henry August Hancock. Kelby H. Kinley. Mallory? Thank you. Michael G. Mowry. Joseph Matthew Sepp. Austin Lane Weller. Scott Killian Rosenkrantz. Dawson S. Bolts. Gavin M. Erb. Thank you. Seth D. Bechtel. Rachel Ann Walton. This is your last round. All right. And Dylan Gary Otis.
Your connection to the college does not end today. You are now members of the Penn College Alumni Association. The Alumni Association will be the main link between you and the campus in the future. I encourage you to keep in touch with Penn College Alumni Relations, and you'll get monthly newsletters from them, letting you know what's going on from campus, and of course, we like to know what's going on with you in your world. You will also hear from them on Facebook, of course, and any other variety of social media. I look forward to welcoming you back on campus at future alumni events and events like this, so please be sure to keep your contact information up to date. 6 months from now, we're going to ask you to participate in a graduate survey. That survey is important to us. It tells us how you're doing in the career you're in, how you're doing in the job you're in, and let us know the path that you're on. It also helps us when we talk to our students about job placement rates, average salaries, and indicators of just how our degrees really do work. So I'll thank you in advance for your assistance. This is the time when I have the privilege and the honor to be the last person to speak with you before we finish this celebration. And I know that you're all excited to go on to lunch and the parties and whatever else is before you at the end of this day. But if I would ask you just to focus for a few minutes on what I'm going to talk to you about, and I promise not to take too much of your time. I was recently reminded of a quote from a woman I met about a year ago, and she said, "I don't want to be recognized, I want to be remembered." I thought about that, and I've been thinking about it off and on. To put it into context, now we all want to be recognized for our work or recognized when we're walking down the street by a friend or an acquaintance. But let's talk about what it means to be really remembered. And what do you want to be remembered for? You have the opportunity today to turn a new page and start a new chapter in your life. So if you think about it, I want you to take a few minutes and think about what you want to be remembered for. for the excellence in your chosen field, for making a difference in your life and someone else's life, for your service to your community, to your organization, to your employer, for making sure you're the best you can be in the world today. Do you want to be remembered for making a difference? Recognition is important, and you're going to have recognition along the way. But I hope you take a few minutes and think about it's that remembrance that's so important. When I wake up tomorrow, I want to be remembered, not just recognized. And I hope the same applies to you, because you have left an indelible mark on the lives of the people who stand behind me. You don't know that yet, and it's not always easy to express words about what you've done to touch our lives. But you have left a mark, and you will be remembered. So please go out there today, tomorrow, and in the next 5, 10 years, and make us Penn College proud, because we will not forget. Thank you.
I invite those who are able to stand, gentlemen to remove their caps, and everyone to join in the singing of the Penn College alma mater. The words may be found on page 2 of your program and on a screen above the stage.
Nestled